Hola, hola. I'm so tired. Today is my second day of classes. Wow, maybe you should look at me. Today's my second day of classes. And what did I have? I had two classes today. I had my Spanish grammar and composition. And remember how yesterday I was like, oh, that class can be so boring. It's grammar and composition. Boy, was I wrong. The teacher, he's like, comes in speaking Spanish like super excited, and he's just so passionate. He's all over the place, and I'm like focusing. I have to like be paying attention 13 because he kind of speaks fast, and then he'll like go in and then he'll be like, and I'm like, what? Like, I speak Spanish, but like, what? I kind of understand him, like 70% understand what you're saying. Like, I get the gist of what you're saying. I catch things, but then every now and then I'm like, what? ¿Qué tú dijiste? Like, repite por favor. But that class, he's like, we're rarely gonna be in the classroom. We're gonna be going here and there and there and there. Mind you, we have like 20 classes, right? So I'm excited. He's like, we're gonna be watching films, and y'all know how I love watching foreign films. Like, I'm excited. But the class is just long. But since we're gonna be walking around, it'll be better. And it starts at like 12:30, and then I have like a 20-30 minute break to get lunch, right in the middle of siesta, which, as y'all know, is nap time. So I really don't have many like lunch option choices. I'm gonna be stuck eating like sandwiches every day. And then I went to my flamenco class, and okay, so it's not exactly we're learning flamenco. It's like the history behind it, and like just like a conversational class on flamenco. And boy, I thought I knew what it was, and I was wrong. Like, it's nothing like rumba y salsa or merengue. It's like completely different. And like the music, like they're wailing. Like, it's not just like singing like what you're used to hearing for Spanish music. It's like legit. Don't laugh at me. It's legit how it sounds. Maybe I'll show you guys a clip. I will, because tonight we're going to Radio City. Funny, right? Which is a little club, and they have flamenco night on Tuesdays. So I'll show you. There'll be some clips later on in this video, showing the dancing, the music. Like, you'll get a taste of what I'm talking about. But it was really awesome. Like, the class, I'm not supposed to be here right now. It's like 6:15, and class is supposed to end at 6:45. I don't think she knew. Like, we legit went to class, talked for like 20 minutes, and then she was like, we had technical difficulties. She's like, okay, so go print out these papers, go read it, and then come back in like an hour. You guys can go get coffee and read whatever the assignment is. That's what she said. So like, we went, got coffee, tried to read. Like, it was a short time frame to read as much as she gave us. And then it's distracting being outside, and you're like, even though we've been in the same spot forever. And so yeah, that was cool. And then we watched like some clips, a little short film on flamenco. But that was cool. And then I'm about to go on a walking tour in like 20 minutes, so you'll see clips of that, or pictures. But in between, the place that we always go, this place 2 minutes from the study center, is called Pan de Queso, which I told you earlier in another video. And you know, you see the same people a lot, so you kind of get used to it. And like, I always speak Spanish, but only sometimes have I kind of stumbled over what I'm saying, because I'm kind of like, but then most of the time I'm just like, oh, da 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 da. And then today I ordered a cafe bonbon, which is just like coffee with condensed milk, which there's a picture of that too. And then he like brings it out, and then he's like, oh, he said in Spanish, obviously. He's like, oh, you have to stir it. And then I was like, oh, yeah, I know, in Spanish. And then he's like, okay, you understand? And I was like, yeah, yo sé. And then he was like, oh, he like joked, because he's like, some people try to like scoop it up into their mouth or whatever. And I was like, aye. And then so when we paid, he's like, oh, where's your family from? And I was like, I'm American. So it was funny. But yeah, it's gonna be an interesting vlog because it's a lot. So maybe like, I bet this will be like 15 minutes. Ooh, actual footage of Spain. But yeah, so classes today were well. I'm just kind of tired. Like, it's gonna be a long day. I hope that means I'm gonna be asleep pretty soon. As soon as we get back, hopefully, if my roommate doesn't decide to yell at her boyfriend again for the second night in a row. Anyway, until later.
Funny to you in English, but the word round and a square in Spanish can be different shapes. Round, square, rectangular. So this is the round square, and those are
Okay, so I don't have anything to talk about for the walking tour. I don't have many pictures because my camera decided it wanted to die or something. We saw most of the main sites that you could Google about Valencia. It was nice. I've seen about 2/3 of everything that we saw. But you know, we just learned like the history and all that behind it. Then I came back, ate dinner, and we went to the Radio City to see the flamenco musician and dancer and singer. And that was very nice. I'll show you these clips. I was really like enthralled. I can't think of the word. And I was really into the music and like the guitar. If I could find somebody who can play guitar like him, or even significantly like closer to what he was playing, I would just keep him forever. Probably hold him hostage or something, because I was so mesmerized. That's the word I wanted. Mesmerized. And then the dancing, like I feel like I'd be doing that whenever I wear boots or heels, anything that makes like tapping noise. Like, I know I probably couldn't do that, but you know. And I learned like some of the style flamenco has that Bali, that Indian style dancing that you probably have seen before with the hand motions and all that. And then they say it also has like some type of North African influence as well, because you know flamenco is actually a gypsy dance, and you know gypsies travel here, there, here, and back all throughout. So it has a lot of influence from all different cultures into this one dance. It's very interesting. Can't wait to learn more. So until tomorrow.